Hey guys, Michal Hucko here and welcome to another video of Python for Beginners tutorial. In this video we're gonna talk about installation process of the Python 3 for the Mac. Now during this course we will use Python 3, but feel free to use Python 2 if you want or whatever version you want. I will specify only the basics of the Python, which can be applied in each of the versions of the Python. Now, this video covers the MacBook instructions, how to install the Python. So the prerequisites of this video are none. You only need to have your MacBook with the macOS installed. So as you can see here, I am using currently macOS Catalina version 10.15.5 and I'm using 13-inch MacBook Pro. Right, so you don't need any big hardware like with big RAM and powerful CPU and GPUs in order to run Python. You can run Python almost everywhere, even on old computers from 2000. It's up to you what you are using. I don't recommend any special notebook for this. Just try it out and you will see whether you have some issues with it or not. Okay, so right now, if you are in the MacBook, I have now opened something which is called terminal. In order to open a terminal, you press Command space and you write down terminal. Now, when you open the terminal window, it looks exactly like this. If you specify the dark theme for the macOS. If you have the light theme, you will have the white terminal. But don't worry, everything is the same, just the theme is different and the color is different. So, I won't go too much into details of the terminal. The only thing you need to know. This is your username within the computer and this is the @ sign, and after the @ sign there is the computer name for your computer. This tilde sign stands for the location where we reside right now. So right now we are in something which is called the home directory. Yes, so if you put a command called open inside there and then put the space and a dot, this will open the home directory for you. So as you can see, the Finder is showing us that right now we are here. Maybe you have it in this view. Feel free to change the view at the top. I prefer this one because there are a lot of details. So as you can see, there are the desktop documents, stuff like this, whatever. You can be everywhere in the computer to run this. I just wanted to explain you some basics of the terminal. Okay, so right now when you are in terminal and you are using macOS, macOS ships with a built-in Python 2 version. Now, what are the versions and blah blah blah. Yes, everything is difficult for you right now, I understand. The thing which you need to understand is if you want to run a Python, what should you do? You should print into terminal the term Python and this will open the interpreter. But don't press enter right now. When you write down a Python space -- version, this will output a version of your Python. So as you can see, right now the version is 2.7.16. In your case, you can see there's something like Apple in the brackets or something like this. And it is saying you that right now you are using the Python 2 from the Apple, right? So, but in this course, I highly recommend you to install the Python 3 and how to do it. So, first of all, let's check you don't have the Python 3 installed. So when you put the Python 3 version, you should be presented with the pop-up window from your macOS asking you to install Xcode dependency or something like this. Please press cancel in this case. This means you don't have Python 3 installed in your computer right now. If you have some Apple version of the Python 3, feel free to continue with this tutorial. So there are two cases. You either are presented with the error message, most likely if you are using the new version of the macOS, or you are presented with some old version of macOS Python 3. So the next step is the installation of the Python 3. In order to install the Python 3, you have to go to Google and write down Mac OS brew install, right? So, and right now you can go here to brew.sh. So directly press here brew.sh. Sorry, brew dot, not comma, sh. Right? And this is a homebrew. What is a homebrew? Homebrew is a Mac OS package installer. So In the macOS you have two possibilities. You can either three possibilities. You can either install an application from App Store, or you can download the installer online, or you can use this package installation manager. And Homebrew is a very handy tool and I very like it. So please feel free to use Homebrew. We will use Homebrew in these courses only for installation of the Python. Maybe in some future courses, but in this course only to install the Python. So how to install Homebrew, Michael? And I'm scared, I don't know what's Homebrew. The only thing what you need to do is to install the Homebrew. And how to install the Homebrew? You go to homepage and there is the installation Homebrew command. You just copy this, Control-C, Command-C in case of Mac of course. Go to terminal and press it here. After you press enter, it will take about up to 6 minutes to install the Homebrew. And you will have the Homebrew installed after that. Right now I have the Homebrew installed, so I ain't gonna run it. So feel free to pause the video until the Homebrew is installed. After you have the Homebrew installed, you can go and check it out by Homebrew version. And the Homebrew version will be outputted for you, yes? So I'm using 2.4.0. If you are watching this course in 2021 or later, maybe you are using different versions. Feel free to use the actual version of the Homebrew right now, which you have. Now, Homebrew is very simple. Right now you want to install the Python. You just print brew, you just put brew install Python into the Homebrew and press enter. After that, everything is finished. After the installation is finished, please feel free to close the terminal and open the terminal again. Make sure you do this because you need to restart the terminal after installing something with Homebrew. And after this process is finished, feel free to check out the Python 3 version. And right now you will see Python 3.77 installed. No messages from Apple asking you about the installation of Xcode will be presented for you, and you are ready to use the Python. You can also open your first time open your Python interpreter by putting Python 3 in the interactive shell, and you will see that the terminal changes into these three greater signs, and this is the Python interpreter. So as you can see, you are using 3.7.7 default, blah blah blah. Nothing else is important for you. 3.7.7 or 3. Later if you are installing it in later years, and you can run Python commands here. Yes, if you want to quit this interpreter, put the command quit with curly brackets at the end and press enter. Now you are back in terminal. Okay? So in this video, guys, I showed you how to easily install Python 3 using Homebrew on your macOS. We talk about Python 2 and Python 3, that sometimes macOS ships with the Python 2. Feel free to install Python 3 with the Homebrew as I showed you right now. So I hope this tutorial helped you to install your Python first time in your computer. On the internet you can find many other manuals or tutorials how to install it. If they are up to date, for example, if you are watching this video later than, I don't know, 2021, 2022, please refer to them. This is the only prerequisite of continuing with this video. You need to have the Python installed, and we highly recommend to install the Python 3. Okay guys, I hope I will see you in the next video. Thank you very much for watching.